Hey YouTube, this fixed blade is the SOG Pentagon Dagger. It is a double-edged dagger design, spear point tip, AUS 8 Japanese stainless steel. Alright, and you see Kraton coated handle. The weight is about 5.4 ounces, so fairly light for a mid-sized fixed blade. The blade length is just under 5 inches. I measured it precisely. It's about 4.9 inches. So it does give you a lot of reach. It's definitely larger. It's definitely larger than what you would call a boot dagger, unless you have giant boots. This dagger has been around for quite a while, and so I've gotten quite a few requests over the years to review it. All right, so here you go. The price as of now was around $60 on Amazon, so moderate price. Obviously this blade is designed, it is designed as a weapon, you know, it's a double-edged dagger, obviously. All right, now SOG, for those who don't know, stands for Studies and Observations Group. It actually, that was well, basically a military institution going back to the Vietnam War, right? Which you know, my dad was in, so the war, not SOG, but yeah, that's the history of it. All right, edge test. Now it might look sharp, but it's actually not. It's actually not that sharp. If you can see the close-up, you know, it appeared to cut it very well. But look how rough the cut is, okay? So it actually does not come, it definitely doesn't come razor sharp, unfortunately. But, you know, I guess it is a thrusting design. I guess that's what they figure. I'd still prefer it razor sharp, but so it goes. Here is a size comparison with 4 other knives of very similar blade lengths and overall lengths. All right, directly to the right of the SOG Pentagon knife, that is the Cold Steel Counterattack Dagger. Very similar knives, similar price point. They're both AUS 8 steel, they both have a Kraton handle, and they're both double-edged daggers. The main difference is that the Cold Steel knife is chisel ground. And if you want to see that, just check out my review of that knife. To the far right is the very well-known Ontario Pilot survival knife. And as you can see, the Pentagon knife, it's almost exactly the same blade length. Obviously it's built a little bit lighter. It's meant purely for fighting as opposed to fighting and utility. Directly to the left of the Pentagon knife is another SOG knife. That is the SOG Ops knife, and it is actually a very strong competitor, right, to the Pentagon. It really depends if you prefer a double-edged design or a single edge. But if you prefer a single edge, that SOG Ops knife, it is very good. It is very lightweight. It is razor sharp. The initial sharpness is far sharper than the dagger. And if you look at the spear point, in thrusting ability, it would have the same very effective ability. Right, and to the far left, that is the Gerber Prodigy Tanto. Right, and again, it's about the same size, different philosophy, thicker, more heavily built, more of a combat utility. All right, so that's where this dagger fits in size-wise. It's a very convenient size, around 5 inches in blade length. It's short enough that it's not too bulky or cumbersome to carry, but it's long enough that it could definitely do significant bodily harm. Here is the sheath that it comes with. It would be nice if it was a little less bulky. You see the strap system here. All right, MOLLE compatible. You see the eyelets here all around, so you can lash it. And it's the hold on. The belt loop. The belt loop is extremely stiff, right? But there it is. Now it has a horizontal retaining strap with a button closure, and you can see it has a large secondary pocket here with a Velcro closure. You can put, you know, fit a multi-tool, stuff like that. All right, and it does have a hard plastic insert right in there. Deployment, you know, once you undo the strap, deployment is obviously very easy. All right, so that is the sheath that it comes with. You know, I think it would be fine if you want to put it on some web gear, but not really as good for like civilian carry. It's just, you know, it's a little bit bulky. All right, here's a close-up of the blade itself. You know, this is the business end, obviously, with the Dagger. The tip, you know, the penetration ability of that tip is very good, obviously. All right, you see the double edge, serrated on that side, plain edge there. And now this part here, it's an unsharpened section with, right, with texture there, both sides. All right, so you actually can place your thumb there for more leverage. It's a good idea. It is actually a good idea, actually. All right, you see the handle. It's Kraton, and it is contoured. It does give you a better grip than you would think. You might say, oh, you know, there's no guard, but actually it does give a very good grip. All right, and you see, you know, crosshatch texturing there. And a lanyard hole there. All right, I don't know why you'd put a lanyard on it, but there it is. The philosophy of having no guard is just so you can deploy it and there's no chance that the guard gets hung up on anything, all right, any clothing or anything like that. All right, and I don't always agree with that, but that is, you know, that is what they say. All right, and this is made in Taiwan. Now overall, you know, hey, it's a Dagger. I mean, it would be effective. Okay, you stick it through a hand, no more hand. You know, you stick it through some other vital areas, and no more bad guy. You know, I wish I could make it a lot more complicated than that, but would it work? Like I said, you know, it's a 5-inch Dagger. Obviously, training helps. Motivation, athletic ability, basic hand-eye coordination, but you know, your average soldier, you know, I have no doubt that your average you know, soldier or your average Marine could use this very effectively as what it is designed to be, which is basically a mid-sized hand-to-hand weapon. All right, so my overall opinion, you know, I'd give it a B or a B plus. It ain't the greatest weapon I ever seen, but then again, it has a moderate price. All right, you know, there's daggers that are like, you know, over 100, and I've shown those daggers, and they are superior in fit and finish, in grind and thickness and durability. I personally wish that it just had 2 plain edges. I just think it would look a lot better, and I think it would be just as effective as the serrated. I'm not sure why they included the serrations, other than that maybe they were thinking people might use it as a boat knife, a dive knife, because dive knives traditionally have 1 serrated and 1 plain edge, right? And also the shape of the handle, you know, it looks like a medical probe. Okay, I mean, I'm not trying to, you know, talk smack to SOG. I like SOG generally, but yeah, the handle kind of looks like a medical probe. Hey, if I didn't say that, some commenter would, so I'm just putting that out there. I know that's just appearances, but, you know, just like with firearms, appearance actually does play a big role in whether people buy it. But as I said, you know, with the proper training, yes, this would be an effective weapon, which is what they market it as. So yeah, it does succeed as a medium-priced Dagger. Alright, and stay tuned for many more videos. I'm out of here, dudes. Peace out.